Let me tell you, it was the best decision I ever made. He is a very good man. We've been married for 25 years. Of course, we've had problems. Everybody has problems, but I have been so blessed meeting this man. He treats me like a princess. And yes, we have our own house, we have health insurance, we have everything, which is a rarity because the society really does not promote education or that kind of thing. But anyway, and we have a beautiful son. He works for the FDNY, and he's just a good person. He doesn't do drugs, doesn't drink. You know, for a worldly guy, he's a pretty good kid. So I was still a witness, and still active while I was married, while I am married. And my husband never gave me a moment's hard time, never a moment. If I wanted to read an article and show it to him, if I needed a ride to the Kingdom Hall, if I was going to the convention, he might even come along. I mean, he was just very supportive of whatever I wanted. It wasn't all about him. And now that I think back on it, if he would have handled that any other way, it would have been detrimental to me waking up, because he would have made it a forbidden fruit. And that's the worst approach to take when you're trying to help somebody just see the truth, the real truth. So, because of his kindness and his love and his affection, I never felt like I had to prove anything. And I continued with my meetings and everything like that. And then all of a sudden I heard about the Australian Royal Commission. The Australian Royal Commission, please look it up, is called ARC. And it's about judges in Australia that accumulated a lot of different types of peoples, like churches, old age homes, and just different variations of institutions to try to look into different types of abuses. And the Watchtower and Tract Society was studied for their pedophilia problem. Their pedophilia problem, never even knew there was a pedophilia problem, but apparently they did. They had done some research and they found out that there were more than, say, I give you a lower number than they quoted, let's just say 1,008 live pedophilia cases that were not being resolved or acted upon, not even being reported to the police. And because there wasn't a second witness to the child's rape or molestation, which the Watchtower insists on having two witnesses before they proceed, these were active members of the congregation sitting right next to publishers and children and going door to door and dealing with children in the world. And the child that was raped or molested that brought this to the elders' attention was told, just wait on Jehovah. Just wait on Jehovah. We need two witnesses. Well, this is just tragic. And Brother Jeffrey Jackson, who's one of the governing body, was called in to testify about this problem. And you can look on the web. As I said, this is not an apostate site. You can look on the web and you could see what he had to say. When I saw what he had to say, that was it. When he was asked if he was, if the society was the only channel to God or the correct representation to Jehovah God, his remark was this: it would seem to be quite presumptuous to say that we are the only spokesmen that God is using. Okay. Now, he had the perfect opportunity to give a beautiful witness for Jehovah. He didn't do it. That's when I started waking up. That's when I started realizing there's something wrong here. That's when I started looking at other websites that were not just one-sided, like jwfacts.org. That's a great website because it doesn't give any personal opinions. It just provides all different watchtowers and kingdom ministries. It doesn't take any sides. jw.facts.org.